All right, guys, welcome to CAD Made Easy. All right, so we just want to do a recap of what we've learned, in a couple of days past. Yeah, if you're with me from the beginning of the class, you should be able to by now you should be able to do what we have in this item from number 1 to 10. Okay, from number 1 to 9 precisely. So, but now we just want to do summary of all the lectures we've had. So quickly, let's just do a summary quickly. Okay. So I'll open the Autocad. This is the Autocad first. On that, we have introduction to Autocad user interface. Okay, and tools. We talked about this page. We've talked about this. So Autocad interface is just what you have here. This is Autocad 2010. Okay. I also have installed in my laptop. I have Autocad 2020. It's Autocad 2020. But what I did was I migrated my settings from 2010 to this. So that's why it's almost looking like 2010. But I can always switch from this workspace to a different workspace. So I can take this, let's say, drafting annotation. You're going to be having a different user interface, but it's easy, and it's better to start with the simpler user interface, just like the one you have in your 210. It's easy to start with this, so it will be easy for you to migrate to settings like this. Okay, so let's go back. I like using the settings I migrated from my old card. I like using the settings here. Okay, so you'll be having something like this if you install a more recent version, and then you have you have migrated your settings into the new application. Okay, so this is it. So quickly, let's go back to 2010. This is what we'll be using for our lectures. I want to just introduce you to some of the few tools again. Like if I want to change this page, I want to change the size of my crosshair, the size of my selection. Let's say, you know, this selection, you see the yellow grid snapping at that angle. I want to change that. I want to change the color and all of that. It's simple. What you need to do is quickly right click on an empty space, go to option. Okay, first, let's say I want to change the background settings. I want to change the color of my background. So the first thing is you go to display, you go to color, come here and select black. I think let me use black. Okay. Now you see everything is black here. You see what is happening here. Okay, so this is how you can play with your settings. So I go back, color, take it back to white. Okay, I can decide to change it to any color I want. Option again, you can go to drafting, you can change your selection size, you can change your aperture size. The aperture is the square box at the center of my mouse. So you can just play around with this. You can play around with this and see how it affects your drawing environment. Okay, so this is very simple. Like we said before, uh, we've talked about all of this item file. All these are just normal English. If you understand English, you know how to use this, okay. Edit, you should also know how to use the space as block. Cut, copy, simple. Zoom, zoom window, zoom dynamic. You can just on your own, try out this item. Okay, you don't have to be afraid. Then you come to format. This is where you format your line style, your line thickness, your all the blah blah. You can change your default settings. You come to tool, the same thing. Come to drawing. This is where all your drawing tools are. So you can quickly pick any of the items. Come to dimension, linear, align, arc length, all of that. So just the way the English is, you can just try it. Let's say I want to quickly check an angle. I want to check this angle. So I click here and here. I can easily check that angle. That's angle 90. Okay. Then another thing is I have a line like this. Let me deactivate auto. I have a line like this. Okay. If I have a line like this and I want to check this dimension, okay, I have to come to dimension and take a line. A line will give me dimension of any other type of angle except a straight vertical line and a straight horizontal line. So you can see this. Okay, you can see this. Why everything is on blue is because blue dimension layer blue is active. Okay, so you can on your own try out all of these things. Modify. You can try this on your own. The modify toolbar is the same thing we have on your right. Okay, you can try this. These are all your layers. You can further control your colors here, despite the layers they are. You can still control them here. You know, but that doesn't change their layer. They are still under that layer, but they have their own customized settings. Okay, so just on your own, you can just be checking this out. We've treated a lot of this. Then for people, okay, these are other advanced drawings. In our advanced lecture, we'll talk about how to do plotting like this, to plot your survey plan, plot your building on the survey plan, and you also move to more advanced designs, just like you've seen here. You also see how you can do advanced designs just like this. But first we are on the beginners classes, so everybody can follow up. Okay, but with time you're going to learn how to draw everything just the way you've seen them like this. Okay, then in our subsequent classes where we'll be talking about structural design, you're going to learn how to do a structural design too. Please, the structural design, just like I said, is strictly for engineers. If you're not an engineer, I don't think you have any business there. And if you don't have any interest in architecture, in drafting, I don't think you should be in this class. Okay. So if you must be in this class, then you must have that passion. Okay. You must have that passion that this is what I want to do. And at the same time, you need to go to school. You need to get trained. It doesn't end in just this thing we're doing online. You also need to get the proper knowledge in school. This will now help you to develop yourself more. Okay. So for people who are just coming in, you can scan this barcode. If you scan this barcode, it's going to lead you to our dot form application where you can access all the videos just like an app. If you scan this, it's going to give you a web address, and your web address should be looking like this. Should be looking this way. Then just take this to your browser, open it, save it as an app on your desktop. Using your phone. Just save it as an app. You can save it as an app on your desktop, so you can always visit it. Okay. Very simple. Save it as an app, always visit it. You'll get access to all our videos. You get the app in your phone. You can always access at any time, and you're good to go. So we are going to be talking about other things on our list. Okay, we're going to be talking about other things on our list, at least in our next class. So see you guys. I hope this was a good thing for you. It was a nice training for people who have interest in design. you know this is a privilege for those who want to also advance. You can also reach me if you have our app. You can reach me through the app. You can just send a direct message. You can send email. You can send WhatsApp messages, whichever way you're going to do it. All right, thank you. See you.